Howdy. Wood for the win. How about them Padres? Ooh. Almost to the pennant, eh? Anyways. I'm gonna keep doing this. I kind of made a commitment to myself that I wanted to talk about things, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Hope nobody minds. I mean no offense to anyone. I took a look at my first few videos and they were shocking to me, but I still believe in what I said. I realized that the video quality was poor. I don't speak up. I asked a couple close friends of mine what they thought about him because I was primarily concerned about hurting other people. I was certain in my heart of hearts that I didn't say anything wrong, or I didn't intend to belittle anyone. I know you. Speaking to the people who watch the videos are all probably really kind people. I just feel like hopefully maybe this at some point in its existence reaches somebody and it makes a difference. Maybe even one person, and I'd be stoked. That'd be enough for me, right? Sounds corny, but it boils down to that. I used to even think like, wow, no, it's not that simple. You can't do it. It really is. That's the crazy part. Everything boils down to the simplicity of everything. But how about some urban farmer news? Let's change it up. There'll be some other people that you'll meet eventually. Maybe sometime you'll meet my son. I'm fortunate enough. I live here in San Diego. To have both my parents alive. We've been minimally affected by this whole experience that everyone's having. We've had some family friends that have passed, but fortunately nobody that is, kind of, ouch, I got a cramp in that inner circle. So, sorry, I got to speak up too. I'm going to get better at this, I promise. Sidetrack, focus. So I asked a couple of videos or friends to watch the videos, and I asked their opinion to make sure I wasn't doing anything wrong. I think that's where I left off. Probably not, but and I don't feel I did, so I'm going to continue on. If I did, if they in fact erred in their judgment, and you were somehow offended or felt that I said something wrong, hey, feel free to contact me and talk about it. I'm willing to talk about stuff. And you know what? If your opinion differs from mine and it's reasonable, I'll respect it to be just as valid as mine, because it is, because it's real. It's as real for you as it is for me. Bada bing, bada boom. Enough with that. Talking about the parents, that's where I was. Look at that. I'm moving around. We're back on the horse. I'm fortunate enough to live with my parents here in San Diego. We haven't been affected very much, and we live in a duplex where I don't like. If I think if we lived in the same house, I probably potentially could murder both of them. But no, I'm not. I love my parents, and like any parents, we have our ups and we have our downs. But geez, what would I do without them, right? Why do I want to leave them or stuff them away somewhere in a hole or rock? I don't. That's cool. I'll take care of them. Because you have to put your parents away somewhere to do. I understand the circumstances where that is the right thing to do in the respective industry. So don't take that the wrong way either. I'm so bummed I feel that everything I say has to have a disclaimer on it, but it does nowadays, I guess. And I don't want to be irresponsible, because this is a platform where individuals get their ideas from and formulate their worldview. So, good news though. I call my dad. My name is Eric Wood. I call my dad. I don't call him to his face, but I call him Wild Willie. That's just kind of his name. His name is William Wood. I respect him. He's a different man than me, but a great man. Where I got my meat from. Half my shit came from him. So, I dig it. We don't see eye to eye all the time. We are totally different people. But you know what? That's what makes everything amazing in life. If you met everyone that was like you and believed in everything you believed in, we'd all be bored to hell, and that's no fun, right? Somebody's got to ruffle our feathers a little bit, and then we got to get the ducks back in line, and we're all good. So, Wild Willie today, I'm like a kind of a tool freak, and I like to pretend I know how to do a lot of stuff, but I'm not super good at anything, but I can dabble in a little bit of everything. Tool press. Tool press. Wrong word. Drill press. Try that one more time. Drill press. Check this thing out. Out of nowhere. Little mini desktop one. I'm not doing a lot of drill pressing at the moment, but I could use this thing for sure. Central Machinery. I think he went down to Harbor Freight up there on Miramar. It'll do the job, you know. I'm not making rocket parts for Elon Musk in here, so I think this will work. I'm drilling out skateboards and having a good time. So, big ups to my man Wild Willie. Just out of nowhere, not for anything, didn't just kind of drops it off and leaves, and that's it. That's our gig. So, but it's our gig, and I appreciate it. If I didn't have that gig, I'd have nothing, you know. And at least you got something. If you make the best out of what you got, and it's not hurting everyone, and you're doing it, do it. Let's all get along. So, I'd like to be able to talk frankly with you, because I think it allows me to process all this at another level, because I become uber aware of my thoughts and their implications on other people. So I think it will even allow me to fine-tune kind of my belief system, which is constantly changing, and by no means is the standard, the gold standard. That that's another thing that I've been very worried about, is coming off that I've got the solution and I'm leading the life of that. That is not the case. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just get that out of the way first of all, in case anyone's got it super twisted that I'm preaching, because I'm not preaching. I'm just becoming hyper aware of things that should be obvious to me and everyone else, but I feel like right now it's not to anyone, and even to myself. I'm so adamant and enthusiastic, I guess would be a mild word to use, about what I say and what I do, and I've kind of been like that with everything I do my entire life, that it can be misinterpreted as it can be misinterpreted in ways that I don't intend, so hopefully that's understood. Yeah, I'd like to also, kind of my point of this is, I'm really interested in kind of urban farming. People supplementing their food sources with homegrown food. You know, you don't have to raise pigs in your backyard and, you know, slaughter a cow every month, you know, at the cul-de-sac. But if we could all grow a little something in the backyard and try and supplement a meal or have a meal or two a week at the house, you know, with items that you've grown, shit, it probably doesn't even have to taste that good, but you'll be so fired up that you know, babied this thing to your plate, that you'll gobble it down and think it was the best gosh darn carrot you ever done had. You know, I try and grow things here. I'm trying to convince myself that it's necessary as well. So it just seems like the way when I think about it. You know, I think everyone at some point was fed the population growth curve with exponential growth, and then the poor, sad food production graph that, you know, looks like it was taking a shit. And farmers have a tough time. It's not easy being a farmer, especially now that we have influenced farming in ways unimaginable before, with the genetic manipulation of crops in order to increase yields and reduce infection, and the supplementation that we use in the fields is difficult for Mother Earth to digest when it's abused or not, disposed of properly. So, who would want to do that? Who wants to get beat up and beg for money? And those guys are some of the hardest working men around, right? Farmers, they don't fuck around. They don't got time to goof around on the internet and argue about yin or yang, really, because they got a cow they know that's going to give birth in the morning, and the fucking tractor doesn't work, and it just snowed outside, and their daughter's got to go to school, and the pigs have to be, whatever. Everyone's life, if you make it meaningful and full of things that not only benefit you but other people. Farming is a pretty selfless thing, right? Right? That dude doesn't have to grow food for everybody. That's a pretty cool thing. It'd be a lot easier if he just said, screw this, I'm done putting myself on the line for other people. Because no one's putting themselves on the line for me, really. Now, there are activists and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, I haven't been very involved in where my food comes my whole life. I'll admit to that. But I'm pretty aware of it now. It's becoming more and more apparent and evident as that becomes a trend in the foodie community too. I noticed that on online and just at restaurants in general. It's I like it. I think it's great. I think one unfortunate aspect of dining in the States here is I spent a lot of time in Mexico and other countries that have that similar culture of snacking and street food and like tapas in Spain, and I really enjoy that. Not only is it great food, it's affordable. It provides a lot of employment for people. There are a lot of people that are getting jobs delivering food and setting booths up and shuttling ice to people, and that there's a whole little microcosm economy that didn't make sense everywhere. There's a very microscopic economy that's happening within the street food genre of dining. And it's I think some of the best tacos I've had have come off some of the most questionable looking cooking devices you can imagine. Not like they were dirty or anything like that, but they would not have been passed by the inspector here in the States. He's holding his health card saying, nah, that's not happening. But they've been doing this for a lot longer than we've been around, that's for sure. What's America? America's we're less than 300 years old, right? And I asked, hey Google, how old is the United States of America? That's not going to happen. I don't know. I don't think I'm off by like a factor of 10. If I am, then I need to see a doctor quickly. You got my point. Urban farming. There we go. This is going to be a common thing. Easily distracted, but that's alright. We'll get better. So I want to make a difference now. And I'd like to do stuff for other people because you know what? I figured out I've been pretty selfish my entire life. And when I help other people, it's some of the best feeling instances I've ever had. Hands down. And it doesn't even have to be something profound. I'm not saving lives over here. I'm just talking about being a regular schmegular dude to people, being grounded, talking to people in a meaningful way. No superficial bullshit. I made a promise to myself, especially right now, I'm just not gonna play the game anymore like it's normally played, because we got a new set of rules happening. So whenever I see any nonsense, I'm just gonna say it as it is, and not in a way where I hate you or anything like that. I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm kind of not sure if you're aware, if you're going full retard right now. You might want to check yourself. It's a little concerning, and it might be a little embarrassing for you if you had some self-awareness. But, and I'll tell you what, when you are so shocking sometimes in the things you say, you know, you ever see a hypnotist when they go to work to bring someone in, if someone's willing to be hypnotized? Induction is the first part of hypnotism. In induction, you can tell or feel if someone's willing to be hypnotized. First of all, you can't hypnotize someone that doesn't want to be hypnotized. Hypnotists don't have magic powers. They can't just, well, you do. The person's got to do it. That dude's got no, all he has is the power of suggestion and manipulation of the mind. But it can feel so real, and that's kind of my point of all this too, which is scary, that your mind can create instances for you that feel so real and genuine. They may not even be in touch with reality, and you're certain that how you're acting or what you said or what you typed or what you did or what it's been justified in your head. Game over, sealed. No need to look back on this. That is, I'm good. But fuck, dude, nobody has got all the answers. Everyone needs a little improvement. And I just feel like right now, if we all remind each other, I know it gets old and whatnot, but I feel like more than ever, we all just need to tell each other how fucking awesome we are, how awesome you are, and you. Don't forget about you over there. And you're just not even fucking paying attention, so I lost you. There's hope though, buddy. Hang in there. Anyways, it's been real today. Maybe one of these videos we're going to make it out of the den. But for right now, this is my comfort zone, so boom shakalaka. May peace be with you. Never go full retard. Let's go change the world. Love you guys.